Welcome back, one and all, to Thionite Post-Commentate Stardew Valley episode 47. Welcome back, one and all, on the previous episode, day 1 of Squid Fest. And on this episode, day 2 of Squid Fest. To start off this episode, we are going to put our lava eel into his brand spanking new Robin-approved fish pond. Absolutely incredible. Now we have a lava eel pond, and I changed the appearance. I will say, of all of the things that I desperately miss from the expanded playthrough, which had mods, is the various appearance mods. Because, like, I really miss the fancy fish pond looks. Because, like, they had, like, nice trees in the background of the fish ponds. They had, like, nice stone cairns. They looked really nice. And I really want them back. Because I've never been a fan of how the normal fish ponds in Stardew Valley look. Because, like, with the stupid, like, the fish nets, they just don't look nice. I just don't like how they look. But that's a really tiny complaint. Anyway, welcome back. Again, this is episode 47. This is the last of the 3 episodes that we lost the Wii. No, there's no royal Wii on that. I was the one, well, the audio disappeared. I didn't lose it. It disappeared. I don't know where it went. I still haven't tracked it down. But this is the last episode that has post-commentary. We should be back to normal in the next episode with the night market, so can't wait for that. But to start off this episode, we get our first batch of carrots, we get some pumpkins, and we do get our batch of fall forageables, so that is fantastic, although the inventory is, unfortunately, quite full. I really wish we had, like, a bigger backpack upgrade, or, like, something. Concerned Ape, get on it. We need bigger backpacks. And at this point, I'm just like, okay, we need to put the carrots away. We have a lot of forageables. Don't turn them into seeds just quite yet. But we're nearly done. We're nearly done. We just need to beat Squid Fest. Squid Game. Man, can you imagine Squid Game in Stardew Valley? I'm just like imagining them trying to do tug of war to the death in Stardew Valley. Who would win? Like, if we took all of the villagers, let's actually do a thought experiment. If we took all of the villagers in Stardew Valley and we wanted to do the tug of war Squid Game with them, who would you want on your team? Like, Alex is definitely, like, the number 1 pick. Because you got, he's, like, big, buff grid ball player. You definitely want Alex on your team. Who else would you want? You'd probably also want, like, honestly, Sam, Sebastian. Could you anchor the rope to Sebastian's motorcycle? Because if we thought about everyone that has things, like, I would want, like, Sam, not necessarily, Alex, grid ball player, number 1 pick. I'd probably also want Robin. Robin is probably one of those, like, people with, like, sleeper builds. She works with her hands and with wood a lot, right? She's, like, big carpentry, right? So, like, she's lifting wood, she's hammering nails, she's getting, like, chainsaws and, like, lifting lumber. She's, like, building things. I feel like Robin is definitely, like, sleeping on giant muscles, right? Like, between them, like, I'm a big buff farmer. Like, I pull up carrots from the ground and powder melons from the vine. Like, that, between me, Alex, and Robin, I don't think it would matter who else is around. Because, like, who else is good for it? Like, Sam might be good. Sebastian might be good. Magnus? I don't know. It's like, maybe you'd want Magnus on your team because you get, like, a bunch of magic power. You might go for Abigail. She seems like she's, like, you know, like, doesn't she want to do stuff in the mines? Give her this amethyst? This is a weird tangent. This is not in any way, shape, or form a tangent I had in the actual episode. I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm not. Anyway, we need to do a bunch of stuff. I get this quest for Robin. I don't think I ultimately end up doing it, but 35 stone. If it happens, it happens, but I don't think it does. I also want to do... Oh, the reason in the last episode that I randomly went into Lewis's house, because I'm like, okay, I have his shorts. If he's in his house, I can give him his shorts back. I remember. It takes me a minute to get my thoughts in order and for memories to happen, but they get there eventually. They get there. So I definitely don't wake up Haley. It's too cold to get out of bed. Can I join you? That's not a joke that I made in the actual episode. That's a joke. It's like I saw. It was like it was a low-hanging fruit. It was too low to pass up, but I do give Emily another aquamarine. So that's good. I'm sure building up affinity with my future sister-in-law is not something that anyone will ever say no to. So that's good. And I think I immediately go today. Collin, where are you going? You give a snail to Vincent? Yes, you do. This is terrific. Thank you so much. You're very welcome. Do I do something for Jody? No, I see if Sam's around. Not that I could give him a gift, but that's fine. I think now that now that I've given people gifts, I think, oh, yep, I see Penny as well, so Penny gets an emerald. Thank you, I really love this, you're very welcome. And I see Sebastian as well. You never see Sebastian out and about, so I give him a frozen tier as well. So that's good, we give a bunch of people a bunch of stuff, and this is the point where I give Lewis his shorts back. I think about giving him a snail. Oh, you found them, where? Oh, there? I've got no idea why they were there. How could they have gotten there? This is between you and me, got it? He's like, yes, sir, Lewis. I totally found them in Marnie's room and not in your possessed basement. Freak of nature. Even that's $700 in bribery. Collin, where are you going? The beach is right there. Collin, what did you forget? Oh, Collin, please. Collin, Squid Fest was right there. What are you doing, my friend? Oh, he wants to get, oh. Oh, God, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Going by Clint, it's just like a demon is trying to escape from me. Especially when I have to give him special gifts. We get our hoe back, so that's fine. And then I look at our prices. So, that's fine. We got our hoe back, so now all of our tools are copper level at worst, which is good. So, I don't think it's any way beneficial for the copper pan to be a copper pan, because I don't think it can ever just be a pan, but it is what it is. So, day 2 of Squid Fest. Day 2 of Squid Fest is a bit of a change from the first thing, because the requirements have gone up. So it's 2 for copper, 5 for silver, 7 for gold, and 10 squid for iridium prizes. And the fishermen are here. Squid usually only show up at night, but they've put special bait in the water, so they're around all day. I'm not too worried about winning the competition. I just want to enjoy the ambiance. Because there's nothing that says fun times than standing out on a frozen, snow-covered beach fishing for squid. Well, squid are a bit different than trout, but I can catch them all the same. Coming from Trout Man, honestly, I think that dude's got it. Mariner, come here, squiddy, squiddy, squiddy. Squilliam, fancy son. My wife sent me off with a thermos of hot coffee. What a gal. What a gal indeed. Right, this dude's wife. Honestly, that dude's wife. Honey, you want to go out fishing in the frozen beach? Take this hot cup of thermos. Hot thermos of a cup of coffee. I've been doing little indoor exercises since it's often too cold to go out. Well, good on you, Elliot, for staying fit even indoors. If you don't have a lot of space, I recommend yoga. It's good for the spine. After a while, you get a feel for the squid's behavior. Wait, this is Wiley. You can tell when you've hooked a squid when it's all erratic and such. Got to do a pirate voice. And at this point, I'm just like, can we switch the bobbers? I think I ultimately decide. What do I decide? I've said ultimately decide quite a lot in these past 3 episodes. I go with the heart bobber because I love squid, and I really, really hope that the squid turns out well. But I will say this: I am not going to subject you to fishing for more squid at this point, because I will say this straight off the bat. I'll say this straight off the bat. It took me until like 11:30 at night. We're going to be here for like 12 in-game hours, which is like the entire day. So I'm just going to speed this along. I really am. I will say this, though. I will say this. I'll say this now because I remember this specifically. We do manage to get 2 sea jellies, which is fantastic. I'm not going to comb through the footage to find that. Oh, the train. Right. I was so despondent when I got that message because I'm like, you're going to give me a train in the middle of Squid Fest? You're going to interrupt Squid Fest with a train. I'm like, I don't have the time. I can't abandon Squid Fest because, like, genuinely speaking, future foresight, hindsight 2020, if I had gone to that train, I would have failed Squid Fest. Like, I cut it monumentally close. And I'll talk about this once we actually get to the thing. Because we need 10 squid to get the iridium prizes, I needed to get it. I needed to get the iridium prizes because there's only 2 days of Squid Fest. I had such bad luck for like 7 straight hours. Like, I think I went from like 3 o'clock to like 10 o'clock, or roughly like 10:30 maybe, with not a single squid. I like, genuinely, during that stretch of time, I was like, my heart was pounding a bit faster than normal. I'm like, are we actually going to be able to do Squid Fest? Are we going to get all the prizes today? It's like, it's been like 7 hours without a squid. Where's the squids? I was like, we were cutting it really close with that. Really, really close. I think I get the first sea jelly relatively quickly. I'll ramble until we get the sea jelly, but then we'll cut ahead to the end. But it was like my palms. Normally, I'm like pretty calm when it comes to Stardew Valley. It's like, it's not exactly the most stressful game, you know. But with this, I'm like, I need to get the prizes. I need to get the prizes, my man. Like, I need to know. And it's been 7 hours without a squid. And I just say it was really tense. Because by the end of things, if I didn't immediately realize that a squid was on the line, I immediately just let it go. It was just like, within frames, not a squid, released. Not a squid, released. Not a squid, released. And I had the special bait that increases spawn chance for fish. I was just like, on hook, released. On hook, released. It was like within seconds. And I'm like, I'm doing that. It's not like I'm wasting time catching every fish for 7 hours. It's like I am rapidly gunning through these fish. I'm just like, where are the squids? Where are the squids? Where are the squids? I need the squids. And there are no squids in this water. Because if I was smart, and I'm not smart, but if I was smart, I would have had like squid bait. Because like I'm like 99% certain. And it doesn't help that my fishing tackle, because I didn't bring a spare. My fishing tackle worn out, and that didn't really help. But yeah, this is when I'm just like, okay, we need to speed this along because it's already 3:30. We need to speed this along. Where are the squids? It would have really helped if I had made like a squid bait, like the specialized fish bait maker, and had squid bait. Like that would have been an immense help. Like if I can do any tip for Squid Fest, make sure you've got some squid bait. Like it's not a bad thing to invest in like a bait maker. Like I might do that myself going forward, but we'll have to see. Like again, I think at this point we've started the stretch of where there's like no squid. Cause like I remember getting like a lot of red mullets. I think I get some tuna and albacore later as well. There's the jelly, right? Sea jelly number 1, so that's pretty good. But honestly, at this point, I go for the next. I want to say like until like 10:30 or like 11 or something. It's like really late at night before we get more squid. So at this point, it's literally just me fishing in the pier for like the entire rest of the day. So I'm not going to subject you guys to that. I wouldn't have subjected you guys to this in the first place anyway, because I distinctly remember cutting all this nonsense out. So I'll see you when we're done. When we're done with second day of Squid Fest, or when we get to, you know, the point where we're approaching 10 squids. So see you then in a minute. Who knows? For you, a second. For me, we'll see. All right, we're back. It's 10:50, 11 o'clock at night, and now we're up to 8 squids, which is essentially when I thought we'd get the squid backs. So we got, in the interim, a few squids, and I believe this is a squid as well. I believe so. Yes, that is our 9th squid, and I believe we get the last one, the 10th and final one, very quickly as well. It's not this one, and at this point, I'm like, I really need to rush. I really need that last squid. Let's rush. Let's go, Collin. We need to get this last squid, because if we don't get it by tonight, I'll be so upset. Like, even Wiley is going in, but I think this is the last squid, and I think we catch this one as well, so. Do we get it? Reel it in. Reel it in there, Collin. Boom. Nice. There we go. Very, very good. So that is all 10. We clock in at the final time of like 11:30, which is really admittedly cutting it close. And at this point, I'm just like, okay. We also got, at some point, we got a chest with some red mullet roe, but that's not really important. But we do, as I just showed off, we did get the 2 sea jellies. So let's get the rewards. What do we get from day 2 of Squid Fest rewards? A trap bobber, which is quite good because we used up all of our trap bobbers, so we put them on the fishing rod. We also get 6 mystery boxes, which will open up tomorrow. We get some triple shot espresso, a treasure chest, another dish of the sea, and my favorite thing, bar none of the rewards, squid hat. I am so, like, I love the squid hat. The seafoam pudding is not nearly as cool as the squid hat. I'm trying to manage my inventory at this point. I'm just like, what can I put in places? What can I drop? But I love the squid. The squid hat, I think, is genuinely my favorite new hat of the entire thing. Freaking love squid hat. Love Squid hat. Put it on. Put it on, Collin. Put on Squid hat. Yes. Yes. Oh my god, look at that thing. Look at that thing. It looks so cute. I love Squid hat. I like to believe that it's an entire actual squid that they just, put on my head. I kneel down as if I am Aragorn at the feet of Gandalf himself. It's like, now come the days of the Squid King. May they be blessed. And then there's cheering. All of the squid. I can imagine a crowd of squid as far as the eye can see, just making their blub, 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 like a soft applause. Blub, 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 soft squid applause. Because they got a lot of legs and a lot of arms, right? Like, they got squid arms, squid tentacles. Like, they can applaud a lot, right? But it would be like silent squid golf claps. And then, they would lower the squid on my head. Does it eat my intelligence? Who knows? Does it make me any stupider? That's an impossibility, so it's good for me. Unluckily, this specific Saturday is quite short, because all of it was just hunting squid, so it's good for future commentary. It's good for post-commentary, Thiana, because I don't gotta talk no more. I ain't got no talking points no more. I could just do a bunch of nonsense while we sort out the inventories. But at this point, now that I have the sea jelly, I think tomorrow, I don't think I do it tonight. Do I do it tonight? Actually, I think I do it tonight, because this is the one where I'd pass out, I think. When do I pass out? I know I pass out at some point. It might be tonight. I think I just put every bit of the fish nonsense away in here, because, we'll need to build another big chest for fish at some point as well, but not at the current moment. Yeah, this is when I go get the last two types of jelly for more fish smokers. So I get the 2 cave jelly that we have, very conveniently that we have 2. It's honestly really convenient that we got 2 ocean jellies, so we can make 2 more of those. So honestly, it's really turned out rather nice, all things considered. Because for the fish smokers, I think you only need hardwood as well for that. Because it's the jelly and the hardwood. Yeah, so I immediately make 2 more fish smokers. And moving the seed makers, I just have the place for them really quick and easy. So at this point, I'm like, okay, what kind of fish can we start smoking up? Because we got a little bit of coal that we can spare, and we also have some fish. So I'm like, do we want to smoke up the squids? I did think about smoking up the squids, but I think I do more common stuff first. I think I go back to my squid chest, or the fish chest, before I do squid. Although here I am looking at plums. $1,000. Because, with the squid, or not the squid, what am I trying to say? Because I think I wanted to balance out between, abundant fish and stuff that's, expensive. I have a lot of these expensive fish. So I think I ultimately decide on, iridium bream, and I think I do iridium chubs as well, because we have plenty of those and they're relatively expensive. So yeah, no, we do rainbow trout instead of the chubs. Right, we choose to do the golden iridium rainbow trout as well as the rest of our iridium breams. So now that we have 3 of those are going to go by relatively quickly. So at this point, I'm just like, okay, so we're settling in on the rainbow trout as a choice, and we have the mystery boxes for tomorrow. So we're going to go to Clint tomorrow to break those open, and we're going to bed now. So it's good. A good day. Very good day, if I say so myself. So at this point, we're out of the normal quality cranberries. So we need to decide on what cranberries we're putting in there. I think I ultimately decide to go with more cranberries, just of the silver quality. Yeah. Or the gold quality. Why did I do the gold quality and not the silver ones? Oh, right. I remember. Because I think one of the decisions that I ultimately decided on, because that's what a decision is, it's you deciding on something. I'll get to this. Greetings, 'tis I, the Queen of Sauce. It is time to learn how to make chocolate cake. And I love chocolate cake. Of all of the cakes, I love angel food cake and then chocolate cake. It's my number 1 and my number 2. Angel food cake with a little bit of powdered sugar on top, and then chocolate cake. Chocolate cake, my God, you can do it incredible. You mix in some of the chocolate chunks. You melt some chocolate over it. You get some chocolate mousse. You get the cocoa powder. You put a little bit of espresso in there as well. The chocolate cake's freaking delicious. Like, chocolate is one of my favorite candies. Like, of all of, like, the fruity candies, I love orange candies the most. Or, well, no, I love mint. In terms of sugary snacks, hold on. Collin Derwall, remember to eat healthy. No, or you won't have enough energy to work hard. I always work hard. I've included one of my favorite recipes, spaghetti. Use ripe tomatoes. It's the middle of winter, Lewis. There's no ripe tomatoes in winter. Starting tomorrow, there's a traveling merchant fleet. We all know about the traveling merchant fleet. But back to the candy. My number one candy is mint. I love mints. The more minty, like the stronger the mint flavor, the better. But then there's the orange candies, and then there's chocolate. Like, I would accept any of those three all the time. All the time. What was the first thing that I interrupted myself for? Right. I didn't use the silver quality cranberries because they're a total of $10,000 or like $12,000 or whatever. I'm going to use the silver quality cranberries to change my profession once I unlock the sewers. So that's the reason why I'm not using the silver quality cranberries and why I'm using the gold ones to dehydrate them. So, little thing, I remembered. My cows are upset because I forgot to feed them. I thought they would be fine with Squid Fest being a festival, but I overestimated their ability to feed themselves. Even though there's hay on the ground in the barn, they can't feed themselves, which is just like, dude, what is the difference if I put the hay on the floor or in the feeding trough? The feeding trough is literally on the floor. It's like what, 2-3 inches above the ground? Just bend your neck a little bit further and you'll be able to feed yourself from the ground hay. It's not even that different. It really isn't that different. But piggy cows aside, the ducks and the chickens are doing well. I really want... Man, one thing we don't have that I feel like we really should is dinosaurs. We don't have any dinosaurs. It kind of shocks me how we haven't had any dinosaur eggs at this point. It's not that shocking because it's pretty rare to get dinosaur eggs from like artifact spots and fishing and whatnot. But I genuinely kind of thought that I'd be able to get my hands on one at some point, but evidently not. We're probably going to have to wait for a dinosaur floor in Skull Cavern, but the rest of our carrots are done and the ancient fruit, so that's pretty neat. I'll take those, I guess. We'll definitely take all of our crops. I think... What do I ultimately end up putting back in the greenhouse? I don't quite remember what I put back in the greenhouse, but we do have a bunch of stuff in here at this point, so that's fine. We do still have the sweet gemberries. They're cooking. I think they'll be ready within a few days. I'm not exactly sure when exactly they'll be ready, but they'll be ready. So we'll get those soon. They're not ready as of the post-recording or the post-commentary being recorded. So they'll probably be done probably by around the 20th if I had to take a completely blind guess. But this is the point where I noticed that the powder melon jelly for the raccoon dude is ready to go. So I have the dried crystal fruit already in the artisan chest and the powder melon jelly is ready at this point as well. So I get all of this stuff ready and then we make a trip down to Raccoon Dude and Raccoon Wife and feed him that. So that is definitely the goal with that. Definitely the goal. So at this point we're also just doing the rainbow trout. Love that rainbow trout. Go away, rainbow trout. Get out of here, rainbow trout. Organize our inventory. Do we go to Clint today? I think it's only 9 o'clock. I think we do manage to go to Clint today. So get the things, put the fish away, and then, yep, get the dried crystal fruit and the powder melon. I am, again, eternally grateful that the raccoon dude is asking for things that we have easy access to. Because if I had to wait for the powder melons to grow, it wouldn't be that bad because some of them are relatively close to being fully grown anyway. So it wouldn't be that much extra time. But I'm glad he gave us that request when I had powder melons in my inventory at that point already. And that the crystal fruit are relatively easy to find. So at this point, I've got all my stuff, so I immediately book it over to him and drop off all of the stuff. Dried crystal fruit, powder melon jelly, drop it all off, and we get a reward. He gives us, oh, thanks, Bobo, take this. The Raccoon Journal, as well as the Raccoon Shop being expanded, which is fantastic. Weeds have a greater chance of yielding mixed seeds. That we'll have to see how it actually affects stuff when winter is done. So whether or not it's a massive chance or just an extra tiny chance, we'll have to see. But you can buy extra raccoon journals for fiber, or, well, yes, you can buy them from 999 fiber, but also for foraging experience, so. Oh, excuse me. I can't imagine that's going to be useful to me personally, because I could just do secret wood stump hunting. cutting, destroying, but we'll worry about then. We'll worry about that later on, but we also do have the traveling saleswoman. So we have bruschetta, which still brings me an ungodly amount of rage and frustration. And again, only like 3 people at most know why. But we also have artichoke seeds, cookies, nautilus shells, oak resin. I was very tempted to buy the 5 oak resin, but ultimately I decided not because $750 for oak resin is a bit much, even for me. So I think now that we have all of that out of the way, all of the farm chores as well as the thrift store hunting, I think now we go immediately, or not immediately, I think we go to Clint to open up the mystery boxes now. Although I could be wrong about that. Collin, where are you going? What are you doing? Why are you going back to the house? What? Where? I'm lost. I thought I'd be going to Clint now. What? Did you really need to check the farm computer? There's nothing ready. There's just a bunch of open spaces. Collin, what are you doing? Why are you going inside? Collin, please. Follow the red line. Oh, God, he's off on his own again. Oh, it's Harvey's birthday. Right. That's why I went back to the house. It's Harvey's birthday today. I'm glad past Thionite remembered because I forgot. That's no bueno. Okay, so we needed to go back to get the coffee. Now we can go deliver the coffee and go break open the things for Clint. And at this point, I think I get the chubs. Yeah, now I get the chubs for more fish to smoke. Right, now that we have 3 fish smokers, smoking the fish goes by way quicker. 3 times as quickly, believe it or not, because we had 1 before and now we have 3. So that's an increase of 3. So it's 3 times as quicker because I had 1 and now I have 3. So I hope that math checks out. So, we get distracted with the thing. But because it's not, it is the second day. I technically have 1 more day to do that myself. Although I didn't get it, so say la vie. I guess Demetrius isn't getting that gold bar. But Harvey is getting hot cup of coffee. It was in my fridge. Thank you very much. I didn't know anyone was expecting to give me anything for my birthday today. I hate to say this, but I make a lot more money in the flu season. Well, you're welcome, Harvey. It's what I do. All of my friends get the best of loot. All the time, forever. But the night market is tomorrow, and the booksellers are in town. Hopefully we'll have money for the bookseller. I have no idea if the bookseller gives different books in different seasons or different years. We'll have to see. Because, well, winter is technically half over. So, I suppose we'll see. As we'll also see what's in these 6 mystery boxes. I cannot remember. Actually, I think we get some fertilizer as well. Oh, right. I remember. We get the orange sapling. Nice. The orange sapling is definitely helpful. And a maple bar. Someone likes maple bars. There's the fertilizer. I did remember. Some more deluxe speed grow, which is really nice. The mountain totem, less so compared to like the tree and the other thing. Right. We got a second tree. We got an apricot sapling as well. Can't believe I forgot about that. These mystery boxes were really nice. We go at 2 trees. Once I get their doubles, once I have more money to buy a second one, I'm going to put them in the greenhouse. That is really nice. I'm really glad that we got both tree saplings. Oranges and apricots. We'll definitely put those in the greenhouse as soon as I can afford a second one, so the symmetry in the greenhouse is preserved. That's really nice. That's really, really nice. Definitely pleased about that. This is a good Sunday. It's a very good Sunday. Gathering stone. Do I decide to do that? I don't remember if I decide to do that. I go back to the beach to pick up the coal and the stuff that I left behind, as well as all these forageables. So I get the nautilus shell, I get my steel and the coal, and I also get a mussel. So that's fine. It works out in our favor. It really does. Is there anything else I do over here? I don't think... Do I go to the tide pools? I do go to the tide pools. Is there a bit of coral? No, there's literally nothing. Although, do I get that worm spot? No, I don't. I go to the tide pools for no reason. There's no reason to go to the tide pools in winter, because it's cold. It's cold outside. Baby, it's cold outside. Collin Derwall is not a good singer, and neither is Din, neither is the Omniscient Tomes, and neither is any of the voices inside of our head. Me and Collin, we share a lot of things. Our penchant for a song is not one of them. Haley, I got another gift. Best friends, we're BFFs, right? This is the moment where we get BFFs with our girlfriend. We're at full affinity, so I can technically propose at some point. We'll just have to figure out how to make it rain. because we can't buy a friendship pendant if it's not the middle of a stormy winter night. Hi, Emily. Yes. No, I just wanted to stop by and say hello. I was confused. Honestly, the first time I was really confused when she just says like, hi, and then that was it. That was like the entire conversation. It was like, hi. I mean, it's not like I expect in-depth conversation every time I talk to my future sister-in-law. I'm just saying, maybe, I don't know, you could talk about literally anything else. I don't know. It's just like saying hi. It's like, yes, what else do you want? It's like, normally you never stick around for anything more than just, the polite hellos. I'm just like, oh, that's fair, Emily, but no, like, how are those aquamarines treating you? You could say other things, Anyway, I tried to see if you can put the saplings outside of the farm. You can't, which kind of makes me sad, but, c'est la vie, I suppose. At this point, I'm just thinking, it's like, okay, another round of sorting the inventory. Oh, God. Do I spend a disproportionately large amount of time inside of my house sorting out the inventory? Is that something you guys, like, actually watch? Do you, because, like, I wouldn't blame, if you told me you just, like, skipped through it, I'd be like, yeah, that's totally fair. It's like, he's back in the house, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Does YouTube still do it in 5-second increments, or is it, like, 10 or 15 now? I don't really know. It doesn't matter. It's like 5 seconds, 5 seconds. He's still in the house, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Oh, he's still in his chest. God damn, Collin. 5 seconds, 5 seconds, 5 seconds. Because, like, I wouldn't blame you. If I wasn't doing post-commentary, watching this at normal, boring, one-time speed, I would. Because, like, when I edit my videos, it is, again, pulling the curtain back on how I do things. I watch the videos to edit them at 2x speed. Because, like, if I'm editing, like, an hour of footage, if I can just watch it at 2x speed and get that down to, like, 30 minutes of footage, that's, like, way better for my time. Because I already have no time. So it makes things better. So it's like, are you watching this at like 1x speed? Or are you watching this at like 2x speed? Because like, I could understand. I could definitely understand. It's like, I watch all of my content at 2x speed myself. Because like, I don't need to watch it any slower than that. So this is like terrible for me. Because like, Firstly, I have to like, it's nearly as if I'm just redoing these 3 days, or well, 6 days, 3 episodes. It's just like, it's fine. Cause like, honestly, I would way rather lose my initial commentary than the footage themselves. Cause if I had lost the actual footage of me going through these days, that would be a way harder problem to deal with. Cause like, could you imagine if the footage for these 6 days just didn't exist? Imagine if you had just tuned into the next episode. It's like, I'm really sorry, guys, that I got a confession to make. It's a week later in game, and we missed Squid Fest and the birthday because the footage got corrupted. Like, that would be heartbreaking for you guys, most assuredly. But I would be monumentally furious with myself if for some reason I had lost the footage. Just like that. With the post commentary, I can always just like talk nonsense as I've been doing and just like, cover my rear end with more commentary. It's like I could, as much as I hate losing the audio, it's easily recoverable. Or well, if it was easily recoverable, I wouldn't need to do this, but it's easy to come back from. I could just talk over more nonsense. But if I had lost video footage, that would be heartbreaking. I would be so upset. So at the very least, we have this. It's not the biggest of deals, but again, I'm taking precautions to make sure that this never happens again, because I never want to have this problem again. Another dwarf scroll. I was so upset because this is like the 3rd green dwarf scroll that we found. I'm just like, can we please get the yellow one? Can we please have the yellow one? I just need that one final dwarf scroll, because I know you can dig with your hoe on like the dirt patches in the mines to potentially have the chance. Oh God, excuse me. Talking for so long, it's a pain on my throat. But I know you can dig in the dirt spots in the dungeon or the mines to potentially get the dwarf scrolls, but it's like a 0.3% chance. It's less than 1% chance for every thing of dirt. So I definitely don't want to do it that way. if I found like a giant floor, if I found a floor with like a giant patch, like, cause you know you have some of those floors with like the little area in the center full of rocks and the rest of it around it is like a big ring of diggable dirt. If I found one of those, I might be willing to do it, but not with only like a copper hoe. I would need like an iridium hoe for that. And hopefully by that point we have like the burglar ring, because I definitely want getting the burglar ring would absolutely like all but guarantee that we get that dwarf scroll relatively quickly. I have no idea why I'm in the dungeons or the mines at this point. I think I'm just doing, honestly, I think it might just be for dust sprites. Because by this point, that second, or not the second, but that green dwarf scroll was really, this is the floor that I was talking about, the little inner area with the ring, or yeah, the inner area with the stone and then the larger diggable ring dirt area. I might excavate those if I had higher hoes, but I don't. So we steadily work on the dust sprites to get because I think with the dust sprites, it's more, consistent, I suppose. I think it's more consistent or more likely that I'll get the scroll from enemy drops with the burglar ring than I will from digging stuff up with a hoe. I could be wrong, who knows? I might get insanely lucky, but I'm probably gonna go with the burglar ring route. Oh god, excuse me, I'm so sorry. My voice is starting to go. Talking for this long straight is normally not something we do. Because normally, again, pulling back the curtain on a bunch of stuff. Normally, I take a short break between episodes. Because again, I record videos for the channel in batches, so maybe like 2 or 3 episodes of a series per batch. Because I would do like normally what the recording sessions consist of is like doing an episode. It's like presently, at the very least, doing an episode of Dragon Quest, and then like maybe 2 episodes of Stardew, because Stardew is admittedly a lot easier to do than Dragon Quest in terms of, you know, recording and editing. So I'd record like 3 episodes a day, but I would take like maybe like a 10, 15, 20-minute break between things to like drink some water, go to the bathroom, stretch a little bit, give my voice a bit of a break. But for this, because like honestly, again, I was furious when I saw that the audio was missing. So I'm like, my fury powers me at this current moment. Like I exist with nothing but hate in my heart towards missing audio files. So it's like, honestly, I've recorded the post commentary for 45, 46, and 47, literally back to back. So again, I apologize for, well, not back to back. Like I've taken like a short break to drink and stuff, but it's basically been back to back to back. So it's fine, but it's whatever. It's whatever. It still just annoys me. It just annoys me that the audio just vanished. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know where it went. I genuinely don't know why this recording session, or the original recording session, was the only session ever out of like over 700 videos that I've put currently up on the channel that have had that problem. And how many dozens of streams we've done? It boggles the mind and it annoys me. So again, I can do nothing but apologize. I really hope that the post commentary is on the level, is somewhat as entertaining as the normal quality or the normal commentary would be. I can only hope, but if it's not, can't really do much about it. Secret note. Wow, love that secret note. I think this was the last floor that we went and did, because yeah, it's approaching 1 in the morning and there's a fair few dust sprites, so this is definitely the last one I would have done. Kill the last few enemies, get the staircase, and break open these barrels. I don't think there's anything in these barrels. I'm pretty sure that cave carrot is the only thing in there. It's 1 o'clock. Yeah, a few bits of stone. 2 entire stone. Do I go for the ghost as well? I go for this stuff as well. It's 1:20. You need to get to bed. Is this the day where I pass out? Oh, it's a monster floor. Infested. That would have been way more helpful to find earlier on in the day. Mainly because I would have been able to grind out a bunch of slimes. Do I read the note right now? I do. It's a note of Maru's. Parts still needed for my greatest invention yet. Gold bar, iridium bar, a battery pack, diamond, and strawberries. I'm pretty sure that's just a list of what Maru actually likes, rather than things you can give her to actually unlock an event with the building of a invention. Because like for the longest time, I was really confused about like, oh, how do I give Maru a bunch of this stuff so she can build her invention? I'm 99% certain now that it's literally just a case of those being her liked gifts. But anyway, it's 1:50, and this is absolutely the day where we pass out. I did not realize that the time was so late at night, so I organized the inventory, and now I realize as it's 1:50, I need to get to bed. Or, well, I realized after I put the fish in. It's like, right, it's 1:50. So I pass out at the foot of my fish smokers. Not exactly the safest of places because they are smoking fish, but that's fine. That's the end of this episode. That's the end of the post-commentary failures of the 45, 46, 47 saga. So, yeah, that's it. Hopefully this was enjoyable, and on some level it was acceptable. If you don't want to, if you do want to see more post-commentary from me, please don't, because I don't want to do it. I don't want to say I didn't enjoy doing it this way. It's just I don't prefer to do it this way. So with that, whether you watched for 30 seconds or the entire thing, thank you so much for tuning in to yet another episode of Thionite Plays Stardew Valley 1.6. I will see all you lovely people in the next episode. Later.